send one team home and one team on to meet the New York Rangers. And the Whalers control the puck from the face-off. Samuelson brings it to center ice around Carbonneau. Over on the wing, this is John Anderson joining the Whalers during the regular season from Toronto and Quebec. And there'll be a penalty in the NHL for many years. Clears it away. The penalty coming at 52 seconds. Bavich has it intercepted. Here's Carbonneau on a breakaway. Guy Carbonneau stopped by Liutut. The brilliance of Mike Liutut.
For the Hartford Whalers, Mike Liutut has just shown his boys that he is here and he's on top of his game. Now an errant pass in the neutral zone puts Guy Carbonneau in all wrong. Watch Mike Liutut's right leg. He gets down so quickly for a big man. He's very, very agile, which is one of the...
Dineen is up front along with Ray Ferraro. Anderson gets the puck in front. Here's Dineen, the shot, and it's blocked. The Canadiens, this is Anderson for the Whalers. There's 50 seconds left in the power play. Ferraro goes behind the net, and Larry Robinson back on out of the penalty box. Robinson to center ice for Montreal. Over to Carbonneau, they shot.
How serious the Montreal Canadiens are about this game. Their players have not been home since they returned Sunday night after the game in Hartford. They checked right into a hotel and
John throws his weight. And then Francis has the puck for Hartford up to Kevin Dineen. Dineen crisscrossing with Anderson. Anderson with the shot, and it goes wide.
There's the interference now coming up. He actually hooks Torrey Robertson to try and get him off of Larry Robinson's back.
Now there up to McPhee. And he gets it out to Strudlin. One-on-one with Ron Francis. Now two-on-one. McPhee breaks in. And a beautiful stick check by the centerman, Francis, having to play defense on the power play. Now, Anderson to Dineen. And in front, just out of the reach of Ferraro.
It's a series within a series.
Burzen keeps the puck in. Lemieux back on. The shot by Everson. Gavin, the rebound. He scores. Did he score? No. Gavin felt he had scored. Somehow, Patrick Roy makes an unbelievable...
You know where it's shining? Right on the guys between the posts. Patrick Roy has trouble controlling this rebound, so much so he puts it right on Stu Gavin's stick. Now Gavin drills it. Does not believe that it couldn't have gone in, but if Gavin had taken a split second longer, he could have picked almost any area of the net.
He's taken out, but Dean Evison, the ex-Capital, gets the puck and shoots it in, and Dave Tippett after it, centering! And the save made very nicely on Paul McDermott as Roy was ready. Bavich shoots the puck right back, and Robinson plays it on the wing. Strudlin to Darlene. Shell Darlene. Misses a check. Richer! It's by Liutut. Stephane Richer. A fine chance. Another drive knocked down in front by Bavich. And a shot by Lemieux. Another save by Liutut. Here's Richer. Can't get a good shot away. Stephane Richer as the Canadiens are dangerous. In front, Lemieux moving to the slot. A drive hits away. The puck loose. The save. A second save by Liutut. There'll be a penalty coming up here. A penalty against the Hartford Whalers.
Under attack in the playoffs like this, and the man doesn't have his stick. Just going to the right of your screen, number 3. As we look at a couple of the rapid-fire saves that Mike Liutut made, the whole cause of that
in front to Smith off his skate wide. Now Robinson in the corner. Evison gets to the puck and clears it out. Gavin after it. Trying to get around Chris Chelios. Gavin is hauled down, and there'll be a penalty called against the Montreal Canadiens defenseman, Chris Chelios.
One thing that Montreal is doing that Hartford isn't doing, and that is putting a man in front of Mike Liutut. Chris Nyland's a big, strong kid, and he's standing right in front of him.
Дэйв Бабич. Through that Montreal line, Lawless behind him, Dineen in front. The shot, and just closing the pads of Stephane Richer as both teams are at full strength. Gives the puck to Darlene. Darlene, Richer, Ludwig, and Green on for Montreal. Here's the youngster, Stephane Richer, in front of Ludwig, unable to really reach the puck. And play is stopped. A hand pass from Ludwig to Richer. Jim Kelly is with us. Jim, what do you... Now Montreal will set up the power play led by Larry Robinson. Ahead for Matt Naslund, he's stopped. Now Lemieux, the rookie, taken out, but Naslund will move in front. Naslund to Chelios, to Robinson. Richer, the shot blocked by Quenneville.
The Whalers really doing a nice job of keeping Montreal on the outside of that box. Now, if they continue to do that, Montreal's going to have to decide whether they just want to start directing aimless shots at the net or working it around and letting that penalty kill itself.
There's a deflection by Nyland. Liutut to save. Now Chris Chelios, the drive in front. Liutut clears. Shell Darlene Chris Chelios caught by Liutut with 7 seconds left in the Ron Francis penalty. And one of the most interesting aspects about it, without a goal than any other player on any team. And here he is.
Well, most of them are from far out, just as this one was, and he plays the power play. On the ice, it missed the post by 6 inches. He never flinched.
The shot hits the side of the net as Green let it go. Smith with a puck. Bothwell down. Liutut the save on Smith, trying to get it in front again as Francis is back on, and both teams are on Riche. Chris Chelios in his second year with Montreal. To Larry Robinson, he's stopped, but Riche covers up, only to be knocked down by Wayne Bbabich. Now the Whalers with some pressure on, and the Canadiens break loose. Riche leaving the puck, Skrudland in front, and that shot goes just over the net by Lemieux, and out of play.
3-on-2 here. Troy Robertson was back-checking, and he stopped a little too soon. You saw him coming back, number 32. What did that hit? Right off his shoulder?
Van Helleman wants him to play. Samuelson trying to freeze the puck, can't. Bobby Smith, the ex-North Star. Back to the point. Oh, Naslund, a deflection. Lawler's drive. Naslund, an ideal deflection, and Liutut is back in. Liutut playing it up the wing. Skrudland slaps it behind the net, and Kleinendorst is there. Out to center ice, the Whalers, and quickly Montreal with a puck with 2.5 minutes left. First period, no score. Here's Riche. Look at that move. Shoots wide. Even the series of 3 victories aside.
Boy, look at that move by young Stefan Riche. And this line has been, this line of Skrudland and Lemieux and Riche.
Gets it back from Ferraro. By McPhee. Mike McPhee has a breakaway. He shoots, he scores! Mike McPhee.
Well, these sophisticated fans in Montreal showing us that they can definitely come alive. Mike McPhee outlegs it ahead of Ron Francis and just lets it go with absolutely no design at all. He just wanted to shoot it low. It looks like Francis was hanging on him. And I think the jury's back on Ron Francis. Something is wrong with his ankle. McPhee just lets it go. He's able to hit that one
behind the net. Lawless leaves the puck. It's centered out to Bbabich. His drive, and that's wide. Green cuddles it against his chest. Now Dean Evison. Gavin has been knocked down. The puck to Bbabich. 5 seconds left in the power play. And off Carbonneau, Samuelson's shot goes into the Forum crowd here in Montreal with only, they lead it 1-0. 5 seconds. Chelios checked, and a good check by Samuelson. And there's the siren. That is the end of the first period here at the Forum in Montreal. And the difference in the game, a shorthanded goal. Standing room only at the Forum in Montreal. Skrudland against Ebbison, who wins the draw for Hartford. John Anderson for the Whalers. Dineen's in front. He's unable to make connection. Quenneville keeps the puck in. Anderson after it. There'll be a penalty against Larry Robinson for upending Dineen. The shot, and Dineen deflected. Bronze, Montreal Canadiens. Ron Francis, the captain of the Whalers, still with a bad ankle. Over to Дэйв Бабич. In the slot, good chance. Ebbison shot goes high. Stanley Cup playoffs before this year. Oh, that's a lot. Дэйv Bbabich. Here's the shot. Anderson has it rejected, and Gainey breaks out around Alt Samuelson. Gainey to Carbonneau, a breakaway. He shoots. Liutut the save. He robs Guy Carbonneau.
That far from the net, you have to be very careful. And at the other end, see, Carbonneau wanted to go over his left side, but Mike Liutut is so big in the upper body, and he's covered
very well here at the Montreal Forum. In fact, they won here for the first time ever just back on March 10th, late in the regular season. They won March 10th victory in the regular season, and then the playoff victory here April 17th. Both teams at full strength. Gavin, a second shot, shooting it wide. Robinson can't get in front. Gavin intercepts. He'll go one-on-one with Chelios. He'll be trailed by Dean Evison. The shot, the save, and there was Evison looking for the rebound and gets it in front, and Stefan Riche intercepts. Riche with Naslund and Nyland. 20 seconds left in the Montreal power play. The centering pass. Larry Robinson Naslin stopped by Mike Liuttu. Naslin to Green, moving in Rick Green. He has Nyland in front. Now to Stéphane Richer. Over to Matt Naslin. The shot, and it's wide by a foot.
Against Guy Carbonneau. We've heard reports about his ankle, and when we get a chance, I want to talk a little more about it. Let Ken take the play-by-play for now.
Lawler, the Montreal defenseman, hemmed in by Francis and Wayne Babbage. Carbonneau now, and it's loose to Francis. Meanwhile, Lawler and Wayne Babbage fixing it up. Francis in front. The puck right out there again, sent in front by Lawler in the neighborhood. Whalers can't clear it out. Chelios, a screen shot, and a dandy save by Mike Liuttu. At the Forum in Montreal, the Canadiens lead the Whalers 1-0. Mike Macphy takes the puck for Montreal. Two Canadiens upended. Smith and Chelios, the penalty coming up against Hartford. There could be another one, and then Chelios takes care of Paul McDermott, and the tempers rightfully are flaring now here at the Forum. There will be at least one penalty against the Hartford Whalers.
And it will be against Paul McDermott. He came out and he pulled one of the oldest tricks in the book. He was skating. He'll just exaggerate it. Now see if we can watch Chelios. You can see him at the left of your screen. Now to the right of your screen. And that's right there. He's spinning around. There's so many Canadians. Chelios is the back one now.
Could have gotten Jarvis for a hold.
Right. And you see Naslin getting crushed there. And then Chelios coming in again.
Glenville unable to clear. Naslin, Chelios. The shot, Lemieux looking for the front from the rebound. Richer shooting wide. Naslin again, what a heady player. Chelios, weak shot, kicked away. Naslin shooting wide at full strength. And here's McDermott from out of the penalty box, looking for Francis. Back to Wayne Babbage, and the shot deflects wide. Wayne Babbage leaves the puck. McDermott taken out. Wayne Babbage gets his own pass as it turns out. In front, looking for Glenville, and McDermott ridden to the boards, into the ice by Larry Robinson, losing his helmet. McDermott tried to hold his ground. The puck is still loose. They're underneath him. It's a comedy of errors. And here is Charles Darlene with Nyland and Ludwig. It's 3-on-2 Montreal. Trey Ludwig in front. Shot fails to beat Mike Liuttu. Another shot Liuttu to save. Nyland in front. Darlene there, and Liuttu grabs the puck with his scrapper for a face-off. It's 1-0 Montreal.
I mentioned a couple of times tonight that the Montreal Canadiens have 7 rookies in their lineup. The Whalers only have 8 draft picks in their entire roster, and of those 7 rookies that Montreal has, they were all draft choices or free agent signees. Mike Liuttu, you know, he's played so well, and he really hasn't let in a bad goal yet in the series, so the book is basically closed.
And that's what happened with the pads of Roy there. He closed them on the
Mike trophy for the most valuable player in the playoffs once. And he gets a lot of his attention because of hard work. Big, strong, good skater, and unyielding.
Taking after it, Wayne Babbage, trying to get away from Strudlin. And intercepting is Rick Green. He's on defense with Chelios, who'll be tested here. Pass in front, Francis, robbed by Roy. Meanwhile, Wayne Babbage and Brian Strudlin were mixing it up as Strudlin gets the puck from Chelios, gives it back to Strudlin in front. He flies it just wide. Richer now, Stéphane Richer gets it in front off the skate of Strudlin just wide. And Liuttu has the puck smothered with 2 points. They have played 18 games and lost only 4 times. 18-4-2 since we saw them at St. Louis on ESPN March the 19th. That is a very, very good finish. They put it in 22 to go. Whalers trail 1-0. Second period. Denis away from Nyland. Shoots! Oh, he shoots just
he is the heartbeat of this entire Hartford Whalers team, in spite of the fact that Ron Francis wears the C for captain. When he came back on March 2nd from his knee injury, they went on a tear, and tonight, until tonight, there were 19 wins, 5 losses, and 2 ties since Kevin Denis.
4 seconds left. Kept in, Chelios, Montreal is shot off Quinville wide. And that time Liutut was headed the wrong way as Richer was stopped and the puck covered by Quenneville. On Wednesday night, you'll see Calgary at Edmonton on ESPN, and you'll see highlights of Toronto at St. Louis.
I beg your pardon, Ken?
2 seconds to go. 1 second. There's the siren. That is the end of the second period and the end of my flawless explanation of what's coming up.
These guys
in the next
coin toss, and it's going to be kind of an easy thing, but rest assured it won't.
Talking about goaltending in the playoffs.
Right.
Both teams at full strength. Francis is the center, Paul Lawless the other wing. Lawless with the puck. Trying to center for Francis, and Bavich a shot that goes wide. Lawless keeping the puck in, centered through the goal mouth area. Green knocked down, a drive right on Lawless, a shot, Lawless save, yeah. Oh, Lawless doing everything but scoring. Here is Claude Lemieux in front, Crudlin, a shot wide. Finn made the call.
Here's a look at the flurry in front of Patra Roa. If you want to know how to take care of a shot total that only says 13 after 2 periods.
Robertson, a delayed offside. Charbonneau feed to Chris Nyland. Making a shot. Naslund. Smith in front. Pass doesn't reach him. That's Naslund, who in the regular season had 105 to go in the third period.
Gosh, Mike Liutut gets down so fast, Ken, with his pads. Look at this quick release. And Liutut has already had his pass.
16 minutes to go in the third period. Montreal's Chris Nyland losing the puck, but Richer keeps it into Sheldali. He can't complete the play.
Capable of exploding, and they have done that just about every 6th or 7th game this season. 8 games ago against the Quebec Nordiques, they scored 9 goals, and they haven't erupted since then. If they don't come on to win this series, they might just have to say that they ran out of games, Ken.
Liutut gets his skate to the post to stop the rookie, Claude Lemieux.
Here he comes across. Watch his right skate. Right there, the heel of the skate. Right against
to go. And as it was a short-handed breakaway goal in the first period by Mike McPhee. Montreal, Robinson. Charbonneau. His shot, Liutut makes the save, and there'll be a face-off. That's Rick Green, who has played more than half this game. Smith can't get around Samuelson. Here's Mike McPhee. And the shot hits Kleinendorf's skate. Oilers will flood the zone. Tippett and Everson back. And it's Robinson to Naslund. Oh, nicely to Bobby Smith. Here comes Montreal. McPhee on the left wing. Smith, the shot wide. Wallace behind the play. Lemieux is hurt. After the puck is Wayne Bavich. Bavich trying to move in front. Now Lemieux has gone to the bench, replaced by Nyland. Kleinendorf's the shot. That hits Robinson. Francis in front to Lawless. And Roa is there and makes the save.
And Quenneville came up with a stick. Caught him right under the guard, the face guard. He actually wears a shield. And there's Patra Roa stacking the pads. Look at one pad.
Now Anderson with Ferraro and Deneen. 3 scores. The save for the veteran defenseman. Duron Francis putting on some speed. Francis into the Montreal end against Chelios in the corner. Francis behind the net. In front. Wallace can't get a shot as Chelios sits on the puck. The Oilers have had more shots in the third period than in either of the first 2. They've outshot Montreal 7-4. This shot knocked down, and the puck just sort of wiggles into the glove of Patra Roa. Tempers flare. Ludwig trying to move Lawless out of the way. Coverage of the Stanley Cup playoffs. This is the 7th and final game of the Adams Division Finals. Crudlin with Richer. The shot! Oh, the save by Mike Liutut. What a shot by Brian Crudlin. Now Naslund steals in front. Smith shoots, and it goes high. Another Smith shot goes wide. 6:20 remaining. Montreal 1, Hartford nothing. Smith to Naslund to Robinson. Great save, Liutut on Larry Robinson, but the Whalers can't get out of their own end. Now Dave. Oh, Montreal with some magic, stealing the puck in the Hartford end. And a lot of good hard work. Charbonneau center, loose puck. Charbonneau shot. Liutut to save. The puck still loose. Gainey trying to center, and he can't.
With only 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the game, is the block by that man right there, Guy Carbonneau.
Seventh game in a series like this, a shutout. Oh.
Ken, it's kind of an indication how things tighten up in the playoffs, and that it goes to show you that when players play for keeps with very high stakes,
and they fight for the puck. Francis gets it loose to Lawless. Back to Francis. Nice defensive play by Richer. Lemieux moves in, shoots the save, and Strudlin can't convert on the rebound. Hartford zone. Montreal forechecking. Bobby Smith to Matt Naslin, too well covered. There's 2:52 to go. Whalers trailing 1-0. Babich scores! Dave Babich, and it's tied at 1.
God, what a shot, Ken Wilson. That is one of the hardest shots. The silence has come over the Forum. What a blast. Here comes the break out of the Whalers' end. Now, Dean Evason has the puck. Watch the top of your screen. Babich is falling. This blast had Patrick Roy handcuffed from the time it left Dave Babich.
12 of the third period. The time of the Dave Babich goal to tie it at 1. Equalizing Montreal Canadiens scoring. Mike McPhee. Here's Tippett. A drive knocked down, and Naslin up front for Montreal. He has the puck. Matt Naslin with Gainey and Smith. Gainey to Smith. Bobby Smith, and a glove save by Lemieux as Smith was aiming for the far side. Gainey on with Carbonneau and Chris Nyland. A chance for Montreal, 1:38 to go. Here's Nyland's shot. Knocked down in front. Ferraro can't clear. Larry Robinson, a blast, deflected wide by Gainey. Deneen battling Nyland, and the puck held for a face-off with 1:24 to go in the third period.
Also be the line that you count on to shut down the opposition's big units. Quite a talented trio.
Robinson on one point, Chelios on the other. Key face-off. Carbonneau and Jarvis tie each other up, and Carbonneau gets loose and shoots wide with 35 seconds left. Tippett can't clear, then pokes the puck out. Gainey has to circle. Now his teammates come out of the Hartford zone, and Kleinendorf's back. You can watch the clock, 23 seconds. 1-1 the score, seventh and final game of this series. Chelios, the shot, knocked down by Samuelson. Robinson shoots it wide. Here's Gainey in front. Carbonneau can't control, and it's Gavin. 8 seconds to go. One last shot for Hartford. And Chelios breaks up the play. 2 seconds away from sudden death overtime. And the seventh and final game of the Hartford-Montreal series here at the Forum will go into
the person that is the cause of the losing goal. That is one of the big things. And also, they would all like to be, or at least have a hand in the winning goal. So
and the puck controlled by Montreal, Larry Robinson. And it deflects off the Whaler player. Ferraro broken up. Robinson just out of the reach of Nyland. Here's a nice pass to John Anderson to Ferraro. And it's taken over by Green, who clears the puck out of his own end. Bob Gainey off the boards for Robinson. Gainey and Nyland head in front, and Carbonneau, they shot by Nyland, and Lemieux is there. Here come the Whalers, back the other way, Kevin Deneen. Ray Ferraro moves right in, the pass behind Anderson. Dave Babich centering, and Chelios intercepts. University of Wisconsin product, Chris Chelios for Guy Carbonneau. And he can't get around the defense as Lemieux smothers the puck and then takes the swing at Carbonneau, who takes the left hand to the face and tempers Flair with 14:48 to go in the first overtime period.
Boy, the first green people. You can get a look at it. Now there he is. Now he takes a chop at it right there. Watch Lemieux swing at him here. Now watch this wall of green come. And right after this, number 30 that you're seeing goes in there and says, "Wait a minute, boys. My name is Chris Nyland. That guy you just hit is my man, Guy Carbonneau. I don't care if this is overtime."
Hartford won in overtime. Here's a chance. McPhee, and Lemieux makes the save on Mike McPhee. Whalers come back, stop. Strudlin to McPhee with Lemieux. In front to Strudlin. He can't get the shot. Loose puck. Here's Lemieux. He's too well covered. Brian Strudlin taken to the boards by McDermott. And big Samuelson takes Lemieux out. He gets up like a raging bull. Lemieux runs into Boswell. Along the boards, Lawler kicking the puck to McPhee, and it's stolen away. The Whalers unable to get the puck out. Now McDermott lines up the Montreal player and tries to take out Grudler. He can in front. Lemieux shoots, he scores! Lemieux and Montreal has won the Adams Division Final. Player of the game, 20-year-old Claude Lemieux with the winner at 5:55 of overtime.
He springs loose here. Man, right up over Mike Liutu's shoulder. Our Hartford Insurance player of the game, the man that scored it in overtime and won it for the Canadiens here, Claude Lemieux.
A tight game, as you would expect. Montreal wins it in overtime, 2-1. And I can see Bill Clement, a very competitive Wales Conference best-of-7 series beginning here at the Forum Thursday night with the Rangers and Canadiens. We'll have it on ESPN. I think it could be a great one.
Ken, it should be no less competitive than the series we've seen thus far. Rangers Capitals, Rangers Flyers. This one, it's been an unbelievable play.